welcome to Fearless DIY Music. My name is Tristan Mlass, and today I'd like to talk about effects pedals that are actually slept on. There are a lot of people out there that talk about, sleeper pedals, pedals that are, often overlooked. Well, there are some pedals that are just so under the radar that I think that it's worth mentioning. A couple that I've found over the years that are very, very affordable and very, very high quality. Two pedals I have here are both Bucket Brigade designed circuits, so they're full analog. One is a delay. It is the Riftone Mantra. It is a Bucket Brigade delay, very akin to the old Boss analog delays. It retails for around $50 right now. You can still find them online, although the Riftone website appears to be MIA. So that's just a heads up on that one. And then I have the JRR pedals, Bucket Brigade designed flanger pedal. And this is a clone of an Ibanez F9 flanger. And it is also excellent quality. And it also clocks in right around $50. These are two brands that, like I said, I've never really seen anybody cover on the internet. Definitely none of the big names ever talk about these two pedals in particular. I would like to just say that I've been totally pleased with both of these pedals. They live on my studio board. Flange is my kind of favorite modulation. So I actually run two flangers in there. One of them's an old DoD, and then I use this one more for like jet sounds and things like that, and milder flange sounds. And then this delay is my de facto analog delay. So anyway, let's take a little listen here. Start with the flanger. And it has a really nice, smooth character, especially with the setting I have it on right now. Kind of going into that Andy Summers territory a little bit. Let's go take a quick listen to the delay. And it has a really nice kind of warm character, the cool kind of like dark, decays. And I think that all too often when we think about, oh, okay, so we're going to like hunt for an obscure pedal or hunt for a good value pedal, there are so many import clones out there that are just kind of junk, or they're digital emulating analog. And the cool thing about these two pedals in particular is that both companies, when, Riftone's website was still up, which it was when I bought the pedal, their idea was for both of these brands and both of these particular pedals, the idea was to actually clone the analog circuits using Bucket Brigade chips to, give a recreation of the classic pedals, the classic effects. And they've done that, and they've done that very well. The build qualities are good on both of these pedals. They're, metal casings. They've got, really hefty switches, both of which I believe are true bypass on both of these pedals, if I'm not mistaken. This one may have a buffer, but I don't think it does. And the knobs are great. The pots feel good. I've looked inside of both of them, and everything looks as it should for an analog circuit. And I just think that there's a lot of hype and a lot of overstatement sometimes on, to get this kind of pedal, you have to buy like, a recreation that's done by a larger builder or a well-known brand. And usually those will, to get an equivalent style pedal, you're looking at well over $100, if not pushing towards $200. And like I said, I looked online, and I'll put some screenshots up. I found both of these pedals in the last 24 hours, both clocking in at around $50. And why not take a chance on a brand that maybe you don't know much about? And I did do my due diligence before purchasing both of these pedals. I did research on both the companies and, whatever scant, sound samples I could find. But I mainly just went by what I read about them, because both of them are companies that had things made overseas to a very specific spec. The whole idea being, okay, well, we'll have them made in China, no problem, but we want them to be, Bucket Brigade, and we want them to be true analog circuits. And that was kind of the mission statement that I caught from both of these companies and both of these particular pedals. I know that on the JRR website, they have also a chorus, and then they do some other clones of classic circuits as well. Well worth checking out. And like I said, I don't know much of it. Rifftone, I believe made some like dirt pedals and things like that. But as far as the one that seems to be representative of what they were trying to do, the Mantra Delay is kind of the one to go to. So I'm just going to play this guy a little bit more here, because I just really love the sound of it. And it's got a really long repeat if you want. And then all the way to very quick, like slapback stuff. So anyway, kind of a little bit of slapback stuff there. It's kind of fun. I prefer it, kind of at this setting. And that's got a really nice feel to it. And like I said, the flanger also has a good range. I mean, you can, right now I have it set. I don't have it set in like full jet flanger mode. If we push the manual up and the regen up. So this, I should say, this has the classic 3 controls with the delay time, delay level, and repeats. This one has everything you'd expect from like an MXR or, like I said, an Ibanez, which it's based off of. It's got rate, width, regeneration, and manual. So if we take the manual and the regen and we kind of max those out a little bit, I've got the width at 3 o'clock. I've got my rate pretty slow at 9. And you can kind of... So that's on the neck pickup, and then we'll go down to the bridge. And that's one of my favorite kind of flanger sounds. It also will do the... Let's back those two off a little bit, put everything at 3 o'clock, and then just rack our rate a little bit. And that's another tone that I really like, is with a little bit faster rate. When you put the rate all the way up, it gets kind of, it goes into that standard crazy flanger sound thing. So anyway, just like I said, a brief demonstration of two what I think are like truly sleeper pedals. I mean, these things are basically buried under the earth. I don't see anybody talking about these particular pedals. The companies are, they're not high profile. If anything, they're kind of barely hanging on and just trying to get rid of their inventory. But that is good for you. If you're looking for, a Bucket Brigade chorus or flanger, I highly recommend the JRR pedal company for these particular clones. And then, like I said, this Rifftone Mantra is just kind of like it's its own thing. It's just floating around out there. And on Amazon, you can pick them up even. They're still out there. They must be new old stock. And like I said, 50 to 60 bucks. I would hunt long and hard enough to go ahead and try to find the $50 version. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. And like I said, I just wanted to kind of cut through some things with like, oh, somebody saying that a DS1 or these other kind of pedals are slept on. Those aren't slept on. They're all over the place. These are things that I don't see anybody talking about. So that's why I wanted to talk about them. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I could really use the subscribers. My watch hours are up, which is awesome for a new channel. But I really would appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe. And I look forward to bringing you more content soon. Leave some comments as well, if you have some pedals that you think nobody knows about and you'd like to share with the rest of us. All right, take care.